Okay, it looks like we're finally live. Sorry about that. We were having technical difficulties as we often experience in Sedona. Well, welcome to our first live at the Living in Sedona channel. If you're new here, I'm Cami, and this channel is all about living in Sedona. I originally started this channel a couple years ago with the intention of telling everyone about the good, the bad, the ugly about what it's like to live in Sedona. And that was important for me to do because, one, I had waited so long to make Sedona my home. And I wanted to communicate how that really impacted my life, but also how super blessed I feel to call Sedona home finally after many, many years of being a visitor. And the other reason was because I am a real estate agent. I had just moved to this place where nobody knew me. And so I thought it would be a good idea to have a YouTube channel where people could get to know me, and that if they were interested in purchasing real estate or had questions about making that move, that I would be a resource for them. I quickly realized that real estate, although is one of my passions, I love it. The channel, it wasn't creating the lead source that I needed. And honestly, everybody talks about YouTube now, monetizing, becoming monetized, getting paid to actually do your passion on YouTube. And honestly, that wasn't even a thought. That wasn't something that even crossed my mind. I wasn't interested in it. I didn't care about it. And so it really wasn't something that I strived for. So, the thing that I started to notice about speaking with people that were visitors or wanted to make the move to Sedona was that there was a lot of excuses. And when I say excuses, I automatically think there's a mind shift that needs to happen. So there's a thought in their heads that is blocking their ability to actually see what's possible or the opportunity that's available to them. And so quickly I saw that happening as I spoke with people. And so I started doing more videos that were more focused on changing your mindset and helping you think through some of the processes and the limiting beliefs that maybe you were trained to believe as you have evolved as a human being. And I got a lot of feedback from those videos, a lot of positive feedback. And so it got me to thinking that maybe the channel should be more about me being encouraging to you and helping you change the way you think about certain things. Now, I'm not here to like change your whole life. That's not my goal. But Sedona is a place where a lot of people seek to change their lifestyle. They seek to change just their intentionality of living and how they live. It really is a transformative place. And whether that's a place that you come to just work through a problem or a process, or whether it's a huge change where you're changing your life and how you go about living and you make that transformational move physically on the geographical map, not just in your mind, that that's what I've been seeing, that's important to you as my viewers. And so that's really the pivot that I'm gonna make with this channel. There's still gonna be times when, we're doing a hike or we're highlighting something that's going on in Sedona because, I live here, and so that's definitely, gonna be still part of the channel, but it really is gonna be more focused on just helping you guys, change some of those limiting beliefs that you're stuck in. I wanted to just say real quickly, I always love to tell you where I'm coming from. And it's important for us to be able to do lives for you, even though today was a little bit challenging getting on. Hopefully, it won't be in the future. But the cell service here sometimes creates an issue, and so we're going to be looking for spots that we can get on live with you. And I thought, oh, this would be a good spot. It's far from the tourists, and it's away from the airport. We've probably had 8 airplanes and helicopters fly overhead. We now have a drone flying overhead, and this trailhead seems to be a little busier today than what I expected. But we are in Cultural Park, and behind me, I'm going to just pivot a little bit so you can see Boynton Canyon is behind me, and so that way you kind of get an idea of where I'm at if you are interested. It's kind of cloudy here today in Sedona. It's been beautiful these last few weeks. We've had some cooler temperatures, but it is monsoon season, and so we've had a little bit of more cloudy days than what we typically have. But that's okay because the sun will be out. It's trying to peek through, but it'll be out even later today. So, wanted to let you know that's where I'm at. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. Greg is monitoring the chat for me. So, if you have questions, that's one reason why we want to do the live is because I want to be able to interact with you. And if you forget to like call me or text me or email, like a lot of you have, and thank you so much for doing that and reaching out. It really is helpful, and it's been great feedback for me. So if you have any questions about Sedona visiting, so you want to see a certain restaurant, like you're coming in town and you want to know what I think about the Hudson, well, I do have a video on that, and it is my favorite restaurant. So I give them nothing but praise. So anyway, back to why we're here today, the shifting a little bit of the channel. I wanted to give you a little example of what I had to work through to get to a point where I think I'm able to help you, because really it's all about helping each other, right? We all go through different phases and seasons of our lives, and we are put here to help each other because I have maybe gone through some things that you could maybe relate to, and vice versa. So, I want to talk to you about the time in my life where I felt like I made one of the biggest pivots in my lifetime. I spent 23 years in the healthcare field, from a nurse going all the way up to a nurse practitioner, and was getting ready to leave clinical and be in an administrative role. And so I started to feel the pull of always wanting something different. Now, I think that pull was always there, but I had been trained in my mind to graduate high school. And in fact, I graduated early, started college early. So go to college, get a good job, and work your way up the corporate ladder and, have a job that provides a steady paycheck, a steady workflow. Everything is steady and secure and comfortable. So, all of those words have been ingrained in my whole upbringing. And so, veering anything outside of that, such as owning your own business or creating something that's entirely built by you and God, really, was just very foreign to me. But something deep inside of me, I would say, even in my early 20s, as I was still maybe even in nursing school, because there were many times when I thought about quitting nursing school. And if my mom is on here, she can attest to that, because I definitely had those conversations where I really questioned that, whether I should finish my degree and stay there. So anyway, 23 years in healthcare, I just started becoming very discontent. I wasn't finding my work enjoyable. I didn't feel like I was helping anybody. There's a lot of things that go on in healthcare, which everybody probably knows, where, the government and insurance runs the way we take care of people here. And so that really became a very frustrating thing for me. So, all of the things that started making me feel discontent and started getting me to think that this was not where I needed to continue going and wanted to work out the rest of my workable days. I had to start getting past the mindset that I could still be comfortable and secure in doing something else. Um, my family and friends, some of them thought I was crazy for leaving a career that had all that stability and security, and I made a good income. I really did. It was, very comfortable living, but I just wasn't happy, and so I knew I needed to make that change. And I think sometimes, a lot of people have these limiting beliefs of, how am I going to be able to do this? How am I going to survive? How am I going to make money? And those beliefs are so limiting, because if you think you can't, you are absolutely right. You can't. So, one of the questions that we changed to our children when they said, "Mom, Dad, I want to do this. I'd like to try this." We didn't say, "Well, how do you can't do that." We would say to them, "All right, that's a great idea. How can we figure out how to do that?" And I kept hearing myself say that to the kids, but I couldn't ask myself the same question. And I thought, wait a minute, how am I being a good example when I am not even showing my children that I'm trying to pivot, that I'm trying to figure out how to do this? And so that really got me on the path to figuring out how I could do this. And you know what? There's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be enough money. There's never going to be the perfect time. There's never going to be, maybe you're thinking, oh, I got to wait till the kids are grown and out of the house. And it's just doesn't happen. So if you are letting your beliefs that you have grown up with to keep you in a secure and comfortable place, and those excuses that you keep giving, it's really just a cover up to keep you in your comfort zone. It's not anything that's going to move you forward out of your comfort zone. And honestly, if you haven't read the book, The Obstacle is the Way, and I'm sorry that the author is escaping me right now, but that was one of the books that finally got me to realize, is the thing that you fear is the thing that you should go do. Because what you're doing is you're training your mind to go in that path. And guess what? It then becomes familiar. It then becomes comfortable. So I've become really comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah, there are days when I'm like, I don't know how we're eating. I guess I got to go DoorDash today. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get across town because I need to fill the gas tank up. There have been those days. I'm truly being honest with you. As we, as I left healthcare and then decided to start my own real estate investment company in Ohio. That does not have anything to do with moving to Sedona, although I had a lot of things to work through with that as well. So I know that I had these limiting beliefs. I made up these excuses. So I know that you out there also have that same thought process, and you just need somebody to help you get through that piece. And I want you to know I'm happy to speak with you offline, or if there's any questions, I am happy to take questions and answer them, which is why we have live. But you just can't let these limiting excuses, when that's what they are, they're excuses to keep you from your goal and what you're afraid to do. So I want to start thinking about, again, I said Sedona is a transformational place, and transformation doesn't have to really change, doesn't really have to happen on a map. It it really happens here or in your heart. So we got to start there before we can even get you to where you really want to be. And I just want to encourage you to if this is resonating with you, to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released or if we're going to be going live. Again, I'm going to try to be live in beautiful spots so you can enjoy this beautiful place. But, cell service is a thing. So it's just how it is here. Mountains have a way of interfering with, phone calls and internet access and all of that. And if you want to say it's a vortex, that's fine. I don't believe in vortexes, so I won't even, I'm not going there. But if this is resonating with you, I just want to encourage you to stick around. The channel's going to be a little different. We're going to be working through some mindset issues, and hopefully I can share my experience and how I did that with you as well. So, is there any questions that I can answer? No, there's nothing in the chat. We just have all great comments. I don't know because I can't read it. I don't have any glasses or anything on there. Let's see. Amber, I love this story. I needed to hear this today. Amber, I'm so glad that you're here. And I think that you're the same Amber that I've spoken with before. So I'm glad that you were able to tune in and show up. And Sedona is still waiting for you. And if you guys have any other thoughts, questions, comments, please feel free. And we will, as always, leave our contact information in either the chat or it'll be in the video description once we are done with live. But feel free to reach out. I love talking with you guys. I love hearing people's stories and what they're going through. Again, we're here to help each other. That's why we're here. And so that's so important to me. Let's see what we have. Diana, a move to Sedona is in my future, and you will be the one that I call when that time comes. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. The pivot is just going to take me more time. You're absolutely correct about the obstacles. Yes, it's okay to work through those obstacles because you know what? You learn so much when you work through the obstacles. I learn something every day. And you just, that's how you learn how to pivot. That's how you learn. You might fail. I'm going to say fail. Fail, the word failure really isn't final. Okay. It's where you figure out how to not do something and then you try a different way. Right. I mean, just like we know the quote, Thomas Edison found like 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. Right. So it's the same thing for us. We just have to work through those obstacles and learn from them and figure it out. And I will tell you, the best way to figure it out is to put yourself in that situation. You can have the best, well made plans. And I'm just going to tell you, God's got a different plan. He's going to screw it up, not screw it up to make you fail, to make you realize the way that you're supposed to be going. So there is nothing final about failure. We always just have to keep going. So, all right, I'm going to be making it a great day at living in Sedona. And I do have to get off of here because I do have real estate business to take care of today, which again is one of my passions. And yeah, I'm excited about that because we have several new listings coming, so we're very excited about that. But I hope you guys make it a great day no matter where you live. I'm going to do the same. And thank you so much for joining in on the live. I didn't think any of you would show up. So thank you so very, very much. Oh, Greg's giving me Marcus. Hi. You can see me now. Marcus is my friend down in the village of Oak Creek, and he is kind of missing me because I used to DoorDash. And so he's been telling me, you need to stop in to Subway to at least say hi. So I'm trying to do that, but I've been a little productive. I'm not using the word busy. So how about you guys do that? If you are using the word busy in your language, try to change your tone to I'm productive because you do not want anyone to feel that you don't have time for them, that you are too busy for them. And we aren't. We're here to be productive people and here to help each other. So, all right, I got to go. So I will see you guys next week. And I'm not sure if it'll be alive. Hopefully it will be, but definitely we'll be having something next week. And yeah, feel free to reach out. Make it a great day, and I will see you later.